Hello and welcome to the very first video in this series of videos. I wanted to go ahead and show you a website that I'm going to be using frequently to download file from it in order to demonstrate some of the functions that we're going to be used frequently in this class. Our ultimate aim, of course, to cover all the materials, but we want to be able to start with some basic Excel function that is going to be very handy if we know them very well. So let's go ahead and download this file from excel-easy.com. So the credit should be given when the credit is due. And as you notice here, in order to avoid typing so many different values and files or creating different files, I'm going to be using this website to illustrate what I need to share with you. Okay, the very first thing, I'm going to go ahead and open this file, and I'm going to change the view to 200% so you'll be able to see it better. I mean, if you're working by yourself, no big deal, but because I'm sharing that with you, we need to be able to go ahead and share some of the things that we need to share. If I need to zoom it, I will be able to do that, no big deal, but I'm going to go ahead and stick with as much as the screen allows me to show you what I'm talking about. Basically, I'm going to be talking about these list of entries in the cells. We all know that Excel has the basic unit for it is the cell and the cell address associated with it, which is, in this case, this is A3. Of course, we start with A1, so there is more data available for us. I'm going to be sharing also a lot of tricks and tips with you through the whole list of videos that we're going to go over. For example, if I wanted to go ahead and see where is the end of my range, or where did I actually type the last value in that column, I could go ahead and easily press control down arrows. It takes me to the one that actually did was entered before a space. Of course, I could continue with this by pressing the control arrow, and it will take me again to the last value. So there is a space between the two ranges here. There is no more spaces, and it took me all the way to the end of the column. In this case, it shows me 65,536. In reality, if you have anything above 2007, it's almost a million cells. The reason that this has only 65,536 is this is an old format. It's like the 97 format. So I hear fireworks outside. It's 4th of July. And we are going to continue with this. So what the first thing I want to show you is to go ahead and count. For example, when I count here, all this range between from here all the way to the last value, which I could easily also do that through what I shared with you earlier with the control. Let me see here. I need to get to find my closing parentheses, and here we go. What did it show me here? It shows me that the number of these items is 6. Actually, there's a lot more 6. So what did it really capture with the count function? Only the numerical values. So this is something you need to keep in your mind, that if you want to count, use the count function, it's going to count only the numerical value. What about if I'm going to count everything? So I'm going to be using count A, and in this case, I'm going also to go ahead and press the control, and I'm going to go ahead and press the starting here. With this one here, and I'm going to go ahead and press the control, and this time not the control down arrow, it's going to be control shift down arrow, and it's going to go ahead and keep pressing it until we get to the end. And in this case, I'm going to hit the enter key, and you will be able to see now it just gave me 12. So but if you take a look at this one here, it's really not a 12, because those are 7, and there's 8, 9, all the way to 13. So what did actually count A do? It counted only the cell that has some value in it, regardless if it's a number or a text. So it did exclude, sorry, the cell that has the blank. So we could go ahead and say here, count blank. There is another function that takes, and I could go ahead and select the whole thing for a quick base here. And I could go ahead and hit enter because Excel does help me by closing the last parentheses for me. And obviously here I have, it says, oh, I didn't do the range correctly, so I have to really include all the range. Here we go, one more time. I'm going to cover the whole range. It should give me at least 1, which is 1 actually. So let's go ahead and see if that's going to be the one that I'm looking for, which is really 1. So by adding this 12 to the 1, then I will be able to still the number of all the cell. So we're going to say here sum, these two is going to give me the number of the cell that cover the whole range, including the blank. However, this is only numbers, and this is everything, numbers and text, not blank. Here's blank, and this is the number of cells. So this is very important for us to know, and we will be able to take mental notes of how count and count A and count blank works. It gets a little bit more serious than that in future counting, because we want to be actually doing a lot of calculation based on conditional counting or conditional sum or conditional also average. So some of these functions, statistical function that required by the econometrics way of thinking would require some of this function in the future. Thank you for watching this video. This is a quick introduction, and we will be continuing in the next video right away. Thanks.